وسع السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه على سيدنا محمد الفاتح
And most gracious Father, we bless your name. Praise. We will lift up our eyes unto the hills, from where cometh our help. Our help cometh from the Lord. Lord, you are our helper. Give us protection against the snare of the fowler, against the snare of the enemy, to adequately execute our function in today's proceedings, in Jesus' name. Amen.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Good morning. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. Your religion, you are a Muslim. In which language do you wish to make your testimony? In which you speak into the mic, please?
Oh, sorry, thank you.
Okay. Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran? By the Holy Quran. Okay, you can hold on to the Holy Quran and then repeat after me. I
Do swear that
I'll speak the truth,
I will speak the truth,
whole truth,
whole truth. May God.
Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to.
Morning.
You're welcome. Good morning, Mr.
Good
Bayo.
morning. Good morning.
Mr. Bayo,
Good morning.
please tell the...
My name is Ansumana Bayo.
What is your address? 2018, you serve as the ward councillor for...
Yes.
And do you remember making a statement with the...
Yes, I have remembered.
Your statement will be provided to you. You can go through it and confirm. Is your telephone number and the date of birth is accurate as well?
Telephone number is correct.
Okay.
And the date of birth is also correct.
That's your signature.
Yes, the only thing, yes, that's my signature, is correct. The only thing I observed for me to amend only one statement.
Page?
It's like, yes, the second page,
Please.
where it reads on the issue of the word paragraph 3.
Yes.
Yes, instead of 2018 and 19, it should have been 2020.
Kindly take that back. You said where it reads 2020 and 2021.
And 2022.
Okay. So it should be 20. So you want to amend the 2018-19 to be off and add 2022 because
As
2020 and 2021 are already there. Go off
Yes.
and
as-
add 2022.
as
If
the
I
commission
understand,
places.
is that what you did? 22 at the tail end of where?
Can you help me? Where? Sorry.
On top. Then you can do your addition for 2022 right after 2021. That's it?
Yes,
Noted.
thank you.
Madam Chair, we apply to tender the statement of Mr. 2, paragraph 3 into evidence as an exhibit.
Of September 2024, made by Ansumana Bayo, and it is marked as LGC/AB/KMC/0.
As the Commission pleases.
In terms of,
2018, what when
I joined Carnifing Municipality
Thank
as
you. As which ward?
Latrikunda Sabiji.
And
During this period, my role as of the ward was to serve my community services that they need as a councillor. Services I was engaged on road rehabilitation and also in terms of sports,
okay.
and also
So- Please go on.
and other ward such as
Mr. Bayo will require you to speak a little louder
okay, all right,
and into the mic.
okay.
So how were you liaising between the ward?
Yeah, sometimes we do have meetings.
Okay.
Activity at council, I will make sure that they are involved.
Okay.
A ward development plan in 2018.
You've drafted it.
plan.
Committee, yes?
Yes, because this committee,
Okay.
yeah, they were the one that comes to our ward committees first. Then after that, the ward development committee comes.
Between your community and KMC, and how was some of these activities that you just mentioned here?
Yeah, at committee level, whenever we have a committee meeting,
Okay. Now you'll be provided the documents will require you to provide. You can provide us with the request sent for by the council.
yes, I have them
You
the two
understand.
here.
To the next issue. During your time as a councillor for Latrikunda Sabiji,
Okay, I served as chairman.
this committee,
All right, sometimes we do have our committees.
were you meeting with the Farmers Association?
Invited them to attend our meeting. After this
As the chairman of the Agriculture Committee.
meeting, we used to write a request farmers or women gardens
Okay, so
within the municipality. Yes, because we have experts in our committees.
okay, so provide us with the request made for support.
Young Female Farmers
Young
Association.
Female Farmers
Yes,
Association.
they have written a request to council.
Or they have written a request.
A request, yes, to council,
But they were working with you because you had to serve them.
geared towards the revitalization of school gardening program. If my memory serves me right,
Okay?
there was a time fertilizer.
Okay. So all this support rendered to different, okay. And for all of these activities to these farmers associations or groups, reports on all of it, the activities that you executed.
Yeah, I think the director of admin will be responsible of that because
Now,
it's
as
part
the
of our
chairman,
committee.
even if a report is in the picture, because you are the chairperson of the agricultural sub, are liaising with these people, right?
Yes,
So these support cannot pass you and just go to the council straight. You are the councillor in between. You're like the mediator, right? On these various activities that took place.
okay.
You can note it down.
All right, I
Reports
will
made
liaise
on-
with clerk.
Yeah. Of this subcommittee, agricultural subcommittee.
Times times it's not easy because we decide on how financial constraints, we cannot support all, but during my time, those that we were able to
The ones you can and you cannot, what are the criteria of render farmers associations or groups? Request.
yeah, on each request. Not all requests are funded. But we see what we can do and then we support that.
Chip in. Okay. Committee that you serve in during your tenure?
Yes,
So,
We work with
okay, so from what period do you serve as the chairman of?
end of our term.
Okay. You part of the councillors that benefited from the ward allocation. So the ward allocations are different. The supports, the request of supports that you have, because you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So, how much fund that were
Okay.
disbursed?
As I said, in Tabokoto, which was an illegal dumping, this dump site was cleared by council. So that was part of request that I have, my committee have made a request.
Where?
Tabokoto.
Okay, that should be on committee to part in this.
It was discussed at ward committee level. For that place to be cleared, because the residents around that area because it's like the residents of that area use during my site visits understand that this is definitely harming.
Part in this activity.
Yeah, it's to write a request.
Okay, you made a request for that to be cleared.
It's the committee, not
Okay.
me.
Are there any questions for the witness before I move to the next issue? Any of the commissioners? Okay, Mr.
Yes, in 2018.
In 2018,
Yes.
which markets did you visit?
My market first, Latrikunda Sapiji.
Okay, that was that a different, so the first day you went to your ward market for the first day?
That was the first day, yes.
But we have evidence that the first day all the councillors.
Yeah, not all of them come to the market Latrikunda Sapiji, not all of them.
No, not Latrikunda Sapiji.
Yeah, also.
I beg your pardon? That time what?
I said I could remember that we went. The first day was Latrikunda Sapiji market.
We have it in evidence yesterday that Lamin Tombanjaju stated that evidence that the first day the market exercise
Yeah, that's the one I can remember.
that you took in.
And yes, in Latrikunda Sapiji.
Okay. So how market exercise?
I think this lasts around 24 days. Yeah, it is in groups.
Okay, who headed your group?
Councillor for Latrikunda Sapiji, I headed that one.
The rest of the members in that team?
That particular day.
As in the first day?
Yeah, market.
Okay, tell me the rest of your team members.
Yeah, Parliament was there.
Lamin
The councillor for Abuko and the fire. That is Parliament Jiba
Okay.
and the Baba Jabi.
Who that you were working with?
Yeah, that's
And were you marking any attendance list?
Yeah, it was on a sheet paper and we all signed on one sheet.
Okay.
Eh?
Who was in custody of previously signed before the signing the main one?
For agriculture, for finance responsible.
No, in yourself,
Yes.
who was the one keeping records of the attendance?
Myself, Yabe, and Parlament is only 3 of us.
I understand. And you said it was headed by you.
Myself, yeah.
Have this attendance list to mark that today you're present and what observations, if any, was done?
To
The finance department.
yes, that's what I can remember.
Then you signed the main one.
Yeah, then later on,
Did not understand my point. The group was headed by yourself.
yes.
Who was in custody of the
This one is paper.
paper? Yes. Who was in custody of that paper? Who was having it?
Yeah, I cannot remember. And then we give it to the chairman of finance.
Know who was having the attendance list, but you know you were signing.
Remember, we were signing it.
So who normally gives it out for you to sign it?
It's the chairman for finance.
Who is the chairman?
South Councillor.
And what is his name?
It's Karamo Sise.
He's the one that will bring the attendance.
In charge of all. He was the one of all.
So every day for this market exercise for about 24, 25 days, like you mentioned earlier, will come to you and give you an attendance list on a paper for you to sign.
Yes.
Okay. You specifically, how long did you participate in this exercise?
Yeah, I said 24 days.
And you participated?
Yeah, if my memory serves me right, I think so, yes.
Prepare any report for this market exercise?
Well, I actually don't prepare the report. For finance committee prepared.
Who is the Council of a Finance Committee again? He wasn't present at Latikunda Sabeji, so how was he supposed to prepare a report on your behalf?
Understand what you said?
Yes. It was a team of 3. You were the ones that were present at that Latikunda Sabeji 25 days. So how did Mr. Karamosise prepare a report?
Yeah, he was not present in my market, but he was the one that was given the tax to prepare it. Yeah, actually, the whole activity was reported to him, and then
Your team at Latikunda Sabeji, were you reporting to Mr. Karamosise as to your findings? What was the purpose of this exercise?
Yeah, the purpose of the exercise was as a newly or revenue lines of council to know the conditions of the vendors in the market and what facilities they are entitled to.
Okay. All by yourself. When you have market revenue collectors, you have market mistresses, you have market masters. Committee. But this was designed specifically for a revenue line, or for a sport to somehow create?
No, honorarium can only be received after training.
After training?
After training.
No, here.
Maybe that is we have training.
So how would you define this one? All that money that you receive?
Yeah, that also part of, I cannot call it actually training, but it's another exercise that.
Okay, you mentioned that you were reporting to Mr. Karamo Sise. How were you reporting to Mr. Karamo Sise?
Then we finally, he always remember that we are always in the market during this time.
Okay.
Yes.
Reporting to Mr. Karamo Sise?
Karamo, not every day I report to him.
Karamo Sise?
Yeah, the only way.
Were you written?
No, we are not writing.
It was all
anything.
verbal?
Yes, it was all verbal.
And you still want to?
I feel that we are local government authorities.
Yes.
And it is revenue is generated.
Part of your responsibility, then you shouldn't get separate paid. Part of your responsibility is because there are people responsible for these markets. If you want, revenue collectors were there.
Yes, we believe those
and the
are
markets are also there.
Yes, I believe yes. All of those are there.
Yes.
But it is also
will I call it supposed exercise that to other council it doesn't exist in.
Yeah, I think this honorarium we always receive.
Mr. You have stated in your statement that the councillors received honorarium from the paying out cashier, 5,000 for Muslim Feast in 2019 activity.
No.
Is it a one?
Only once.
Only once you received the payment?
If I remember, if I have me right.
How many times did you receive the 5,000?
That one also, if I can remember, I think it's once.
Your ward allocation, you received it in 2019?
Yes,
So in
2020.
In 2019, you did not receive your...
No.
To provide evidence on how you expended 2021 and 2022 monies that were allocated to you. For 2020, how much was given to you?
2020, 100,000.
2022, how much was given to you?
200,000.
Please provide us with evidence of how you expended this money.
We have done our retirement to council.
All right, thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Mr. Bayo, you have it in your statement that you traveled to Senegal on a trip planning and the CEO at the time, Seynabou Martin Sonko. Auditor, did you travel to Senegal for?
Yes, I remember I traveled the director of planning and the former CEO.
Tell us about the purpose of that trip.
Yeah, the purpose of the trip. And,
what sort of study?
Yeah, when we reached in Senegal, we have visited that visit was purposely for study of, in terms of,
Okay.
yes,
Development of what?
structure, and also,
What exactly was your role in travel or in that trip? What was your role?
yeah,
I would understand live there, but you in your capacity as what and for what?
yeah, for me, I was there to observe and to monitor and to learn. Yeah.
You being part of that trip was not important.
Really? Well, we haven't visited agricultural sites.
Right?
Maybe that's your opinion.
Okay, what's your opinion?
This is where Canal, we have visited that place, and I have really seen.
I believe maybe you don't. You said you were the chair of the agricultural committee.
Yes.
And you said this was vis-a-vis, you know, the area of concern that you deal with at the council,
Yes.
being the chair of the agricultural committee.
Yes.
How relevant was it in you participating on this trip?
Yes. You know, sometimes,
If I may put it this way, is that not the reason behind you participating in that story tour?
no, that was not the reason.
That is not that.
That was
So now
not
tell us what is the impact? You understand? Did you have a report for what you have seen or done in Dakar?
Yeah, actually, not me who should make the report.
Okay.
As far as the CEO, it was there, and also the report.
The report.
Yes.
Now, what were the takeaways that you had from the trip?
From the trip?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I have about the site places that I have visited.
What is the experience that you had? What experience did you have?
Yes, how to call it, the mayor of, how to call it, Salam. Gejawai, we visited Gejawai, we Mbur, and also we have visited some of the new buildings, and also the canals. If that can be replicated in the Gambia here, that will be very good, honestly.
Council.
The program was fully sponsored by UNOPS.
UNOPS, yes.
Fully sponsored.
Yes.
Accommodation, feeding, and everything.
Yes.
1,000.
Yes.
Do you know that was wrong?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
You need the per diem for. Do you know what the per diem is used for?
No, I don't know.
You don't.
As I said, I was thinking that it was paid by UNOPS.
You were thinking that what? The per diem was paid by UNOPS.
Yes.
Did you go to UN? Did you receive the 70,000 from UNOPS?
No.
Sorry, UNOOPS.
Maybe if I find out, maybe I will.
And you know it wasn't right. Or you per diem, but instead clearance and incidental.
No, UNEP could pay the money to council and council pay it to us. That could be possible.
UNEP paid it to council.
I'm saying that if that could be possible.
UNOPS will not give it to it's an UN organization. So even if you receive it from UNOPS, but through council.
Yeah, I said that.
Okay.
But I never think that is council money.
You never believe it's council money.
Yes.
And it's called per diem. A voucher was raised. You sign all that. Council paid you 1 week per diem for 70,000.
Yes.
Do you now know?
I did not know that before.
Okay. Asad. That will be all for this witness, Madam Chair.
Mr. Bayo, thank you so much for coming. If there should be any need to clarify any issue for us, we will do so.
Thank you.
Once again, thank you for coming.
Okay.
And
Good morning and welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters.
Thank you.
So,
English.
English. Okay. Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation? Affirmation. Use your right hand, raise your right hand into the air and repeat after me. I, Lamin Dib,
sincerely
and truly declare and affirm that the evidence,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth. Thank you. Seated. Madam Chair, the witness is soon. I have the honor to hand over the witness to for us to proceed.
good morning, Mr. Diba.
Good morning.
You are welcome.
Thank
you.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Diba.
Good morning. My name is Lamin Diba.
Where do you live?
Bakau.
Do you remember making a statement with the investigator? Statement you made.
Okay. That's the statement. Exactly, this is statement, exact statement.
Madam Chair, we apply to tender the statement of Mr. Lamin Diba dated 11th September 2024 into evidence as an exhibit.
Okay.
The witness statement dated the 11th of September 2024 made by Lamin Diba is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit and it is marked as LGC/.
In your ward, Council of which ward?
Old Bako Cape One ward. My responsibilities are, representing my people at the council, and if you come in terms of the, development, waste management, market. My ward and the council, so whatever concern they have, it will raise to me through the ward development committee, then I to go to the council to discuss, to see how best we can able to solve those issues. Yes, we have ward development committee. Through that ward development committee, that's why the issues are discussed. But not only the
Ward development plan of your ward.
I have it here. I have ward development plan of my ward. It's here.
Thank you. May we please have a look at it?
Can I take it out? Okay.
You've been sending requests as well?
That's the ward development plan.
I've seen for 2018. Do you have the one for 2019 and 2022? You can note it down. You provide us with 2019.
2019 and 2022. Okay.
Yes, please. Chair, 18, 2020 and 2021 into evidence as an exhibit.
Mr.
Yeah.
This I think is KMC bylaws for 2020. Is that correct?
Yeah, in fact, that's one should not be there.
Yes. Then you have 2018 and 2021.
2018, 2021.
Yes.
2022.
And 2022.
Okay.
Yes. The Kanifing Municipal Council Ward, Old Bakau Stroke, K Point, 2018, and the Plan 2021, ward name Old Bakau Ward. These two documents are admitted.
As the Commission pleases.
We will return the community outreach sensitization KMC back. Please proceed.
During your tenure, which of the committees or subcommittees did you serve in?
Yeah, I was in the, I'm the as a member. Yeah, as a member.
As a chairperson of
Environment and Sanitation.
As a chairperson,
Yes.
what were your achievements and what were the challenges of this made?
Okay, we have, I think the achievement is a lot. We have a lot of achievements since I became the chairman of the Environment and Sanitations.
When did you
Because,
become
you know, we have a lot of environmental challenges. Rains are all buried, floodings are always problems, especially during the rainy seasons. And then even the markets, like Rivato come to Serekunda, instead of using the Bakau market because of the environmental situations. All right? And when you look at our backyard also, like, you know, Bakau and Kikar, not 100%, but at least we achieve 60 to 65.
have reports of these achievements?
Whether you can have the report of those achievements.
Yes.
You know, council, general councils, they are here.
Okay, can we
All right.
have a look at
Okay.
some of the reports made during your tenure?
This one is the 2021. The summary report of our activities is here. The full report is there. What I learned that, you know, is there. This is one is 2021. The summary report of our activities is here. This one is activity plan summary and budget for KMC environment sanitations. Is here. It is not completed, though we are on it.
Beg your pardon.
Okay,
What did
can
you
you-
just
can
say?
you-
If it's not complete, what?
All right, this one's activities plan, the legals and the policy framework. All right, this one.
That you are
Okay,
saying,
all right.
you are
As-
reading from the book.
Okay, no,
Can you hold on, please?
okay, yes, thank you.
And you refer to the documents.
Okay,
You will hand it over to check. And
Okay.
then whatever
All right.
you need to admit,
Yeah.
believe.
I said the activity plan summary, and that was not completed. All right.
Who is the person that made that document?
We are, as a committee,
I'm asking you. I said for that report,
yeah,
who is the author of drafted that report?
yeah.
Is it a final report?
No, it's not
It's
yet.
not a final. What you will do is you will put it aside
Okay.
and go back to check to find the final report.
Committee, you know, having met earlier to discuss and recommend that was already presented to the General Council.
Okay.
All right. One also, okay, the same. Monitoring team, drain cleaning exercise, excavation, Environment Sanitation Committee update. This one is summary of the Environment Sanitation Committee visit to illegal dumps within the municipality. I think these are the ones I have as of now.
Sanitation Committee update recommendation. Cardiff Municipal Council monitoring team, drainage cleaning and excavation monitoring. Signed by Councillor Mr. Lamin Diba, head of monitoring team. The phase 2 of the same drainage cleaning and excavation report. Lamin Diba, head of monitoring team. And summary of Environment and Sanitation Committee visit to illegal dump site. For this one, it's a committee report.
Yeah.
Okay, that's for the summary and environment and
Exactly.
sanitation. Okay, all in.
On the review, on the review, that is 2018 to January 2023.
Yeah, that's the report I have.
The summary of Environment and Sanitation Committee, is this attached to the phase 1 and phase 2 monitoring report? The Cardiff Municipal Council monitoring team monitoring report, phase 1 and phase 2. The Cardiff Municipal Council monitoring report, also phase 1 and 2.
Can I see?
Yes, we will give you the Cardiff Municipal Council monitoring team, drain cleaning and excavation monitor of the Environment and Sanitation Committee visit to illegal dump sites within the municipality. In 2021, it emanated from the committee, and it is copied. It is referred to the last recommendation. May 2019, it emanated from the chairman, environment. The file is copied. It has the subject environment and sanitation. These documents are admitted in a bundle together as Exhibit 3.
As the Mr. Diba, who was the?
Then it was the former Deputy Mayor Musaba.
How functional were this committee?
You know, it's very good, it's functional. And still now the committee is still existing, but it's always chaired by Deputy Mayor.
How often were they having
because,
meetings?
you know, the committee's exercise oversight function of the some of the collectors, some of the truck doesn't go to collect the neighborhood or sometime, you know, because from the various ward that the truck has not been meeting or have not been visiting our area to collect the waste. So when that report comes to us, then we took the report to the committee and discussed it.
Well, for the committee.
Okay. Yeah, that's the challenges we have. That's what I'm saying. And when that sometimes when the trucks have when two ward trucks are grounded down, so only one is make a way so that all these ward that are truck can able to benefit from the waste from the collections.
Okay. How often were these waste truck subcommittee?
Sometimes it might be once in a month.
How much funds were disbursed to your
2020, that is 100,000, 2020,000, 2022, 100,000, 300,000.
And were you making retirements for these funds you stated?
All right.
2018? Or it started in 2020?
No, it started from 20. This one is retirement. This. Yes, these are the three.
Do you have allocation for 2022? They have fund.
It was done 3 times.
That was for 2021 and 2023.
Yeah, allocations, I don't have any allocation for 2022.
Mr. Diba, you're speaking a little faster. I did not even get
that is 2020,
Yes.
2021, 2022, we don't. Anyway, it's 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
Madam Chair, we applied to tender the funds retirement for the year 2020, 2021.
The receipts, the invoice, is it in relation to? All right. May 2021 with invoice number 00 with the description Caterpillar D8.
Yes. We go football field.
The second point ward in the tune of 100,000. It's a memo dated the 23rd of April 2021 its Chief Executive Officer, and it is copied to the Lord Mayor on file. Of WDC funds. It is signed, bundled together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/LD/KMC/004.
As the Commission pleases. You can provide the account number to the registrar.
I don't have the account number because I get from the finance department can have it at the council, the finance manager or the.
Mr. Deva?
Yes.
We will require you to get the account number from the finance department.
Problem.
Of the council.
Yes, I talked to the finance department to provide that account number for me.
I beg your pardon, registrar.
I said, no
Still
problem.
in connection to your ward. That's why we will require you to provide us with a W that you don't have it here.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Find out about the WDC account with Ajib. Are there Mr. Deva, did you take part in the market?
I was in Bakau Market, Newtown Market, Old Joseph Market, and Carnifin Estate Market.
And how?
All right, Bakau Market, we spent, we are a group. All right, we spent most days in
Bakau Market. Were you working alone or?
No. I am not working alone.
Okay.
Binta Jana Jallo.
I beg your pardon?
Binta Jana Jallo.
Okay.
The present deputy mayor was part of my team. Binta Jana Jallo.
Okay.
And then Bine Marong
Okay.
was part of my team.
Okay.
Was the ward councillor for Old Joshua.
Okay.
So these 5 market associates and Carnifin estates.
Okay.
Yes.
Only the 5 of you.
Yes.
There were no expert attached.
That's my team.
And which market did you start? For this market exercise, the first day of this exercise was done at Serekunda Market.
Yeah. Concern for my market. All right, I think I remember when Councillor Karamosi's market was terrible. And when I was campaigning, always the complaints I had when I go to the market.
I understand your concern.
Yes.
Now, listen to my concern.
Yes.
My concern is all the councillors were, that is your evidence.
That's my evidence, yes.
Yes, so you have your concerns were present at Serekunda Market.
Okay.
I understand your concern is Bakau.
Yeah,
6 of you were walking straight up for how many days? There for 24 days.
All of us are there for 24 days, except one person, that's Bajungawa, because he's helper.
Okay.
Because he's not well. He cannot walk long distance because of the chest problem that he have.
Okay.
So what I did was I told this man, Carnifin markets are not far.
Okay.
But the guys, when he walks some distance, when we meet there, we can make a final move from there.
Right.
Yes, almost 8 days.
And how many days was spent in
Newtown?
Binta Jane? How many days was spent in Basiru Sar's market?
Basiru Sar's market is in fact
in Emarong's market.
No, Binemarong doesn't have the market.
Oh yeah, she
was my Bajungumba market. I could remember maybe it could be 4 or 5 days, something like that, because that market also doesn't have
8 days. The other market 2 days, the other one 4 or 5. Give for how long?
Yeah, because the remaining 4 days exercise.
Yes.
Yes.
You receive it at to China.
Of course.
Can you tell us the delegation and what was?
The delegations were myself, Bamusaba, and
yes.
Yeah, Jim, and then later Mohamed Jah joined us there in China.
Who is Ba Mustafa?
Bamusaba.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about You have it in your statement that Sheriff Njai was also part of
Yeah,
it.
Sylvan was part of it, yeah.
So do you, who funded this trip? How many days per diem did you receive for this trip?
7 days. Maybe 100,000 or something like that. It's a little bit above 100,000, yes.
But the ticket was provided by Mr.
Mohammed
Jah.
Jah, yeah.
Okay. We'll get back to it.
Mention of the fact that there has been, no, what I'm
Alright,
saying, I'm
yeah.
saying based on what you have provided, I believe there was a report. So I just want to confirm. Did you confirm that there was a report?
But I'm not the one who gave the report at the General Council. It's the deputy.
You said you believe there was a report. A report meaning that stated went for, you understand, and explained the trip. For you to confirm whether there was a report that was presented at council. Shared any report with you?
Nobody shared any report because what I remember, Bamusaba was in the General Council and gave us, and then we have seen there in China, all right, concerning about these road-based trucks.
So do you think it was necessary to have a report, a written report?
You made mention about the illegal dump sites and drainage within the Kanifing municipality, tracks and works that were done for the clearing of these illegal dump
Yes,
sites.
thank you very much, Council. Clearing of this illegal dump and dredging of the drains. Right, as a committee, we have an emphasized function. The areas I mentioned before, these illegal dumps that have been created by the community, the condition of the drainage. So, being a committee chair, we sometimes go on tours to visit some of these areas and to see what best we can do in order to avoid. We write a report and present this report to the General Council. And when we are going to for this tour, every councillor will be informed. So time, the council will wait us or may provide somebody to lead.
Okay.
Yes, so when that happens, the councillor will lead us to that problem area. So from there, the committee will come back and sit down and look at the report and write it for adoption with our recommendations. Then from there, and then to carry on their activities, just to exercise my oversight functions.
Okay.
Yes.
So who were the contractors that were hired for the clearing of these?
I don't know anyway.
But do you know Lankaramo?
I know Lankaramo.
And for
Lang is always having a contact in the council. You always contact the councils.
Sorry.
I say Lang always, we meet Lang at
Chairperson of the Environment and Sanitation Committee. It was feasible for Lang and to be done almost every month or twice a month.
I'm not too aware of that because awarding the contract, giving out the contract, payments are not part of my TOR. So I don't think SARS will be able to.
But it is also part of your concern because you're part of, or you're the chairperson of the environment, and you're also a member of the waste truck subcommittee.
Yes.
You mentioned the clearing regarding these illegal, so it is also part of your concern as to the contractors who are doing this work.
My concern will be if the work is not done. That is supposed to be.
So your concern. Sorry, what?
My domains, these are the contractors, and you have the service department, you have the department, and you have the finance department.
I totally understand the payment side.
Yes.
But whoever is doing all
that's what I have to be concerned for. The job done. All our concern will be as a committee chair and the environment committee, all the identified area we have identified the problem. Oh well, that's left to the service department.
I am telling you, it is your concern.
No, that's not my concern.
No, it is your concern.
How can I be concerned with that?
So whoever concerned.
How much they are paid how much they received their paid and how much contract was awarded to them. It's not the mandate of my committee.
No, I'm not making that the mandate of your listen, you'll understand.
No,
the contractors are of your concern. I'm not saying how they were hired and how they. Let's move to the next issue. So, how many around that period?
The training?
Yes.
Well, I can't remember unless you. Well, we have another trainings in which we are paid.
So how much were you normally paid?
Things are 10,000, 5,000.
Dr. during or around Tobaski Fest, be an allowance or honorarium allowance?
No, it's not honorarium allowances because when we are having our conductor training.
That's what you stated in your statement.
I
That these trainings during Muslim Fest. I am aware that the council will provide internal training packages twice in a year during/around Fest. All councillors and directors depending on the number of days.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, we used to have training around that time.
Around what time?
I said, well, that doesn't matter. What is important, the effectiveness of the training. Whether you have the training on this time or this also time, that is time exactly we adopted as the training period. But not because of Tobasi is coming or Ramadan.
Facts, and from the statements that have been, these activities are in order to assist the councillors during this period, because these councillors have so much social responsibility. Evidence had been led to that effect. So what the council is trying to ask around the package is done such that it's twice in the year, during/around, quoting exactly from your statement. We understand that as councillors, if you are paid for that, be legal. But what we don't understand, why it should be made around the festive period. Was there any discussion at the level of council to do it around the festive? That is just a fact.
Well,
and
okay,
we got to be honest about in doing certain things. And you are aware of that. So if you have prerogative with what the law has given you to do.
Madam Chair.
No, am I correct?
Can I also explain my version of the stories about
no, that context that you have been asked the question, because there are two pegs to this. You have the which you said you were engaged in market exercise.
Yes.
And you have explained.
Yeah.
And we have had, for the training also, we have had, evidence to that effect. So that is the question.
Yeah. That's what I also want to make it very clear.
Yes.
Because I know maybe you may have an,
The period under review.
Yeah, that's what I'm coming.
Yes.
All right? So some of you may see that maybe because you just want to allocate money for ourselves. These are training that is, it depends on the time we have, the valuable time. Other times, or following this or other times. That is, that's a concern. All right? And why we are having this training? Not because we are having this training because Tabas is coming or Kota is coming. Because when we are having our induction training with the
and it is
that
done
induction
every
training
year.
was done by
And it is every year, Tobaski or Korita time. That is when you opt to do it as a council.
As a council, yes.
Right.
That's the time.
Council, are you done?
That will be all for this witness.
Yes.
We would have loved to see the report.
Okay.
And of your statement where you said, during the exercise, that is the fourth on page 2, you said the daily rate was 400, totaling 10,000.
Yes.
But
that's
the
fact.
vouchers we received and which we have seen,
Yeah.
and which all of
That's true.
so that is incorrect.
Yeah, it should be 6,
It
9,000.
should be 9,000 paid, but what you were paid was more than
What we work for.
what you needed to have been paid.
They asked me to bring that's a World Development Plan for 2019-2022 and the WDC account number.
And if in any case we will need you to clarify any issue. The question I would want to ask is that I did realize, particularly in the Bakau area, in the riverine, sensitization for them not to be dumping illegally in those.
We have these, community outreach stations in order to people to avoid of doing such things.
Pardon, what did you
that's
say?
why we have the
environment. That is a bigger committee at the level of specific.
That's what
Mr. Diba,
yeah.
in your ward,
Yes.
how engaged are you with the WDC with respect to monitoring and sanitizing people, making sanitizing?
Right. Either the mosque, because any areas we dumps around the backyard or to create illegal dumps, because it also became a problem. All right. And sometimes when we have a meeting, we invite the community members, all right, in those particular areas that we have the legal dump site at this place. We have legal dumps at this place. So these people are committed. I told them, who is going to detriment your environment? Because every now and then, calling me my attention, this has been created. But the all right? And then we have the lack of the human capacity to make sure that to throwing the waste in those areas. All right? As of now, like I'm giving an example. If you look at the Old Cape Road, coming to Radio Gambia, on the side base of both roads are full of waste. The garden, they sometimes put the waste in their bucket. The moment they don't see anybody, they throw it. You see? Just very close to Radio Gambia around that, and then you have the security officer station there. So we as the...
Mr. Diba, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So as I said, we please endeavor to... We need you to clarify certain issues for us. After looking at what you have submitted,
okay.
We...
Thank you.
So, yes. Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon and welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Matters. Mr. Witness, what is your religion? Muslim. Can you speak into the mic, please?
Muslim.
Okay, use your right hand. Okay. Raise it up and then repeat after me. I yeah,
truly declare
and affirm that
the
evidence,
the whole truth,
and nothing
but
the truth. Thank you. You may. I have the honor to hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Council, can we proceed, please?
Yes, thank you.
Mr. Ba, can you state your name?
My name's Musaba. Lari kuna yiringanya.
And your occupation? For how long have you been a councillor?
This is my 2018 to 2023.
So while as a councillor, municipal council, correct?
Yes.
Did you serve in any capacity as a councillor from 2018?
So I'm part of the as a chairperson.
Can you please tell us the committees you... Contracts committee?
Correct. Sorry?
Which other committee?
My memory serves me well, was accounts committee sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yeah.
Why sometimes?
Well, Mayor, sometimes you have this, you being an ex officio member to certain committee on need basis. Sometimes I think sometimes just as an ex officio member to discuss pertinent issues.
Okay. 21.
Correct.
You left the position?
Yes.
Is there any reason why?
Well, at the time, I was going through a lot of bereavement. My was too much of burden on my head. You know, I decided to reduce the load from.
You having these sad moments in your family, your mom passing away, and other relatives passing away? Is there any other reason why you would resign? Did you resign, by the way? Please write it down. We will request that you provide your resignation letter. Council accept your resignation letter?
Yes.
All right. So I asked the question whether that is the only as a councillor at any point?
No.
Why is that?
Yeah, like I said, I was devastated at the time, so I decided.
That you believe at the time because of your circumstance and there is sad moments in your family that you have your mom passed away and other relatives passed away. Would be the reason why you would not resign the passed on. So what were these duties that you were doing as a probably tedious that will warrant you to?
Yes, as a deputy mayor, you have the office on daily basis, whereas as opposed to being just a councillor, to my side, I believe I stick to and also same time the burden that much. So being after relieving, deliver, give development to my people. I been re-elected.
When did you realize that? Realize that they too tedious that at some point you cannot do it. When did you realize this? Yes.
I was nominated. It was never in my plans thing.
Yes.
But just to represent my district.
Yes.
It happens that somebody nominated me,
When did you realize that you could no longer perform these functions, that is so tedious?
Not to perform per se, but like I said, I decided to reduce the burden or the load on my let the council run some without working. That's the very reason actually why I decided to my position and stick to my councillor position.
When as a deputy mayor, that was in 2021.
Correct.
Were there any issue regarding the person of your the death of your mom?
Sorry, come again.
On.
Yes.
So were there any issues
that
you were faced with that you had to
recollect exactly? Maybe if you could help me.
And when actually losing your mother, which year was this?
It's the same year, and actually, anyway, I feel emotional. During those period, so in fact, my attendance to work, whatever scandal I may hear, then I say, come on, I will not be going to the council every day to report to work.
So it coincided with a scandal that you have had as a deputy mayor.
It was an allegation about a leaked audio.
What about the leaked audio?
That's when my mom passed away, and friends were relatives. So going on. I say, well, I don't have time for that for now. Until there was too much of pressure on the internet. Then a relative called me. Then I happened to hear that has nothing to do with his business and something. Then from there I say, all right, that has nothing to do with them. Then I focus on morning, continue to focus. They said soliciting for bribe.
Who was said to be soliciting for bribe? From
somebody who works for
Ecuador is a company.
Correct.
That has a contract with KMC. And the allegations, as far as you're concerned, was that you audio where you were soliciting for bribes.
Yes, according to.
And this coincided with your mom demise as well.
It was during the same period.
And so you thought it wise and prudent to resign.
At the time.
So would it be fair to say that the demise of your mom, a very sad moment, in time, you thought that these two issues, it is best to just resign?
Yes, to some degree, do such as I did,
yes.
To resign when you had some allegations until things are clear. Yes.
You made a statement and an additional statement, correct?
Yes.
And the additional statement.
Yes, late council.
Yes, Are these your statements? Us applying to have it admitted in evidence?
Yes,
You object?
it can be admitted,
All right.
please.
Thank you very much. We apply to tender the statement of the witness and the additional statement 19th of September 2024 into evidence as an exhibit.
Statement dated the 19th of September 2024 are admitted together.
Ask the commission, please. Now, you had this allegation, probably a final process to follow. Was any process followed to investigate?
Yes, I think there was an emergency was established. They were tasked. So, but as soon as they start, it was about central government. Our line ministry also investigators to conduct investigations. So all of
send some investigators to look into your issue?
generally, the general issue.
Your line ministry, as in the ministry, the area council, they right?
Well, I think I was written for hearing. After a while, I challenged the matters to court.
Council challenge the reality or certain process.
Yeah.
And that commission never really
Yes.
took off.
But this generated and was shared.
Did that
It has not. It didn't state anything concerning me. I was believed with Ecotech. The CEO was contacted.
That cannot happen.
Yeah, but at the time, you know, their procedures. I was in a position to answer to any data CD report.
Did council write the ministry's team that are there to investigate? Was that done? No?
Well, not to my knowledge.
To knowledge.
At the time, like I said, I was not going to council by the committee in charge. And after a while, was Habib, the establishment chairman, the former councillor of London Corner.
Yes.
The then yes, and
do you think council should have handed over the case to that in itself did not happen, but we will come to that. Do you think council should have proceeded in investigating the matter, or
investigation? But I believe
mayor.
Yes.
And you are very much seasoned. I mean, and this is the expectation. Very much seasoned. But you have said they had established a committee to investigate. If serious concern, do you think that the proper procedure by the report and the findings will be there? Do you not think that would have?
Yes. Well, I think how they started. That's where what should have dictated the procedure.
Yes.
That is taking it to General Council. Suggestions or come up. So from the issue for the extent.
I am asking that because it happened the same time. Probably around the same time that there was an issue with respect to Senator Martin Sonko. Do you recall this? Regarding from so-called real estate agent and these allegations. Senator Martin and Co were suspended by council. Is that not true?
Yes.
Do you recall this?
Yes.
Yes, but they didn't do the same with you. Yours was stopped. Do you think that is proper?
Well, we operate as a general body.
Do you think that's fair?
No.
Equally. So, but does that appear to be an equal treatment? It concerns you directly. I mean, it's difficult. Like I said, it concerns you directly, but some things guilt or innocence. I'm now attacking to shed more light on it. You will have two scenarios. Senator Martins, the allegation is you took $30,000 for a public officer, and there was a back and forth. Ministry sent an investigation team. Commission was set up. Regardless of, we have Musaba, deputy mayor, allegation. We don't know, but no actions taken in that regard, in that manner.
No, late council.
No to what?
There was no thing like trying to favor. That's not my voice. And in fact, he had to call me those days. My mom's situation was so deteriorated, and
My or guilt, there should have been the same process. In fact, and fraudulent malpractices, very similar cases. On the one hand, the case of this former CEO, Senator Martins, took a different step. Even that process, when they appear here, they will discuss about council didn't decide to suspend the deputy mayor or not, or to take any further step. At the same treatment?
yes, I repeat, it should be dictated by
Deputy mayor, and you have allegations of two of your councillors on separate instances. Both it's important to treat people the same.
absolutely.
And that didn't happen in your case. The other issue is the bribery issue. The other issue is in relation to your at the contracts committee. Do council follow procedure in relation to awarding of contracts generally?
I witness is we try.
Please kindly-
Yes. A due process.
Yes.
Where you have the presence of GPPA and
So I was given multiple contracts without following due process and procurement. Procurement officers, they testified from council. Procedures were not followed. Were you surprised when you heard that?
yes, absolutely.
You were surprised.
Yes.
Why? No, Kanjura Kanya.
Kanjura, of course.
Kanjura testified as well. We had an issue with respect to, as they were said to have needed repair. Kanjura Kanya was paid. It happened through a contractor. Procurement process not followed. Council didn't see this issue to determine and make their final decision. Allegedly went to Senegal, allegedly purchased spare parts, and up to the point that the report is these machines are not functional from the mechanic. Is it not known to council?
Well,
Known to council.
if that is the case, it's by any time such come into our committee.
You can't remember any time
Anything of
Kanjura
that, yes,
coming to the committee
yes, it's quite.
from the contractor that no process was followed. were paid to Kanjurakani through a third party. And nothing was done about it. Do you think that is proper?
Not proper.
The construction of the market canteens, do you know how the process that was followed?
The process like...
the canteens, there were about 96 canteens that were...
Okay.
Larikunda Sabiti, do you recall this?
Yes, yes.
Do you know the procurement process that was followed?
That one.
Were you in council at this time?
Very well, yes.
What was the position of council in relation to this?
The markets chairperson brought a go-ahead was given for the committee to have a BOT, bill, operate and transfer.
That the vendor should pay in advance the cost of the canteens. Do you recall this?
Yes, they should have like paid for that over time, and then it comes back to council. Yeah.
To pay
exactly
every month.
Yes.
Every month they were to pay $1,250, and offsetting the amount of $48,010 that they have invested. Do you know how it was paid?
No.
We will ask that you provide us with that information.
Sorry.
Please try how council arrived at the decision and how the payment was done. Do you know how the sorry, go ahead. Yes. Do you know how the procurement was conducted in agreed? We were told by the Modu at the time. You know him?
Yes.
Yes, and also the chairman of the subcommittee, the committees come up with the desired contractor, which means the procurement was also done by the normal procurement routine, the procurement department and the contracts committee together. About 86 minimum, I'm going by the minimum, 86 canteens were contracted. A contractor that never passed through procurement. No vouchers in, payments.
Lead council is not proper. And also, us while trying to gather experience as we go by. We leverage, but in certain committee meetings, it's mandatory that the CEO will, and anything that has to do with markets, you have the finance that. I believe, yes, it should have gone through the due process.
Said through a resolution that they are authorizing the market to reassign separate from the council structure.
I'm not sure that it's council that or go directly to implement.
Yes.
But all I could recall is we passed a resolution for a BOT be executed.
If you ask to assist us in this
Yes. Sure.
Please provide. You can
Correct.
sign the voucher.
Yes.
Without having to consult anyone.
Yes.
Let's assume. Says they have to get authority from someone else. Who do they consult? Let me read to you what the Financial and Accounting Manual councils on page 19. I mean, if there's a copy, I will ask that you be given the copy. Manual for Local Government Councils, page 19. Sure.
305. Okay.
Are we together?
Sure.
Now I will read. It says, in council, through budget approval, the finance director shall not make any unless authorized by the chief executive and in accordance with the monetary thresholds approved by each candidate. It should be noted that up to a given amount, the CEO can approve. Without reference to the chairman or mayor of the council. Up to a certain amount, the CEO is required to consult and seek clearance. What do you make out of this? What do you understand from this?
Yes, it's the same thing. This would be general body, and the general body, the chairman is the chairman or the mayor. So
Now,
it's the general body.
Go ahead.
Yes, I mean it's the general body as a council.
I'm now saying what do you charge and also the threshold. What do you understand by the threshold?
Yes, it's the
Baseline of what?
of the expenditure.
Yes.
Yes.
So it says, for instance, the way our local government authorities should operate is that when it comes to the finances, there should be a base policy. The CEO can sign any voucher or any the CEO is expected, together with the Director of Finance, to follow the process of raising the voucher. But he or she can authorize. Now, if it above that amount, the mayor or the chairman clearance. Yes. If there is no clearance, there is no authority. And every expenditure for that nature would be unlawful. Now, up to a certain high amount as well, not only must you consult you shouldn't even consult the chairman, you should send it directly to General Counsel. CEO, up to $100,000 is for the daily smooth running of the council. Above 100,000, Lord Mayor, in the case of KMC.
The General Council.
There are 3 tiers.
Okay.
First CEO, then Mayor, then General. You understand that? Let me read it again for you, for our consumption. To incur expenditure is vested in council through budget approval. The finance director shall not make any payment accounts unless authorized by the chief executive.
Yes.
And in accordance with it goes further. As regards the monetary threshold, that is with respect to the monetary threshold, it should be noted that up to a given amount the CEO can approve.
Yes.
Up to 100,000 CEO you can approve without consulting the mayor. A given amount the CEO can approve and incur expenditure without reference to the chairman or mayor of council. Up to a certain amount and seek clearance from the chairman or mayor in their individual capacity. Of course, they also have to make sure the payment is beyond a given amount. That is the amount, the cap for the mayor. Beyond a given amount, the CEO is done at KMC.
Well, I could not recall exactly.
Why is that?
But I think based on the
Please kindly.
yes, based on the organogram of body,
Yes.
the General Council is on top. Then you have the Deputy Mayor. Then
Yes.
you have the CEO.
Yes.
It goes down.
Right.
Anything above the threshold should be flagged to Mayor.
Yes.
Then Mayor will have to.
Absolutely. Now, was that done? Is that process followed at council level? You have
Yeah, sure.
no, Mr. Ba.
No, are you referring to the market?
305 for that threshold?
Yes, we do follow, I believe, because not everything I know in real time. You understand? The compliance or the audit office.
Have you had audit issues that you have discussed at council level from 2018? For it at council level, and you have discussed it at general council level? The answer is no. Or it would sanction or conduct an exercise over it. Maybe you have received reports from these committees at the financial mismanagement. Have you done this?
Yes, I think the very reason why at the time we passed a resolution for the removal of the former director of audit, because the council have been.
You know why I disagree?
No.
Because the fact is, based on our assessment as lawyers, the former director of audit with council that definitely that person does not appear to have the qualification. Interviewed in council, and he appears to have accepted that he doesn't have the required capacity. But opportunity to show that you intended to take this audit. May I cover to sacrifice the entire data audit reports seriously?
No, lead counsel.
Okay, if you say no, is it the case that there were several audit reports that were never addressed? Let me give you an instance. Team report. It was addressed to the office of the Lord Mayor, copied the CEO, and covers the period 1st January to 31st March 2021. Report was ever discussed at council level. So many of these guys. Before?
To be honest, I couldn't recall exactly.
Dealt with this audit report at council?
There was one that was dealt with, but like I said, it's been a long time.
Dealing with internal reports, addressing the issues.
Well, to be honest, I can't recall.
To be honest, you want to aid the commission, you want to help the commission and in accepting the truth. tell us, you sat in council at a very high position as a deputy mayor. Have you been entire audit reports? Not selectively one case. Have you? Was it a practice for council?
Those that I could recall is during senior management, where, you know, I think at one time, implementation.
We have 30th November 2021, 2022, address to the Lord Mayor Officer and Accounts Committee. Let me give you.
Yes, I've seen it.
These reports?
Yes.
Before?
I cannot recall.
The answer is no, Mr. Ba. Be able to give us the information if you give you time, whether they were
Back to
maybe you can
engage office of the clerk.
also the clerk.
Yes.
Okay, but
It's the custodian of the minutes, general council minutes.
which were never addressed, at least for the most part. Let me also report addressed to the Lord Mayor's office. We have one for 2018 as well. Senior Audit Officer's report.
This is the same one. This is the same one. 2022. 2022. And
We have made reports for 2022. We have reports from 2018.
yes, 2019 and 20.
Yes, 2019. Yes. You have seen 2019. You will see 2020, 2021. At the level of council.
I can't remember.
Is the answer no? In what your internal auditor is providing you, information that will help the council.
Well, it's to my surprise that resulted to the former audit director.
That's why I said that could it be the case that because of the lack of capacity of the director at the time, the right thing to do anyways. I'm not talking about the manner it was done, but the idea is anyone that doesn't have the required qualifications should not occupy such positions in these vehicles. Is that not the case? So if you have these reports, and if you're saying they are not forthcoming, what would you mean by that? Because CEO, they are addressed to the Lord Mayor's office, Finance and Audit Committee as well. Do you not think these three officers should have forwarded the report?
Well, it should have been brought to been brought to General Council.
And so they failed to bring it to General Council, and would you be interested to know some of these findings?
Yes, sir.
Let's examine the report addressed to the Office of the Lord Mayor. Inspection report for first quarter 2021. 4. Invoicing issued register. The audit has collected the invoice register from owners. Below are the total invoices served by the license unit and their amounts for the period for 2021. Total invoice 5,911. The value of that invoice is $35,995.50. The total amount collected is 40 million. This was what was accounted for. What is not accounted for is 29 million. Have you had this information before?
Well, no.
You don't. There was a summary of findings in relation to the daily market tickets. Number of ticket books collected for all the markets for the period of January to 15th of February 2021. It says total packet of tickets 330 from January to February. It's 3,300,000. The losses. The total packet 292. Total amount of tickets sold 2,900,000. We don't even know up to date. There is no further finding whether the money is tickets were sold and the money is 38, and the value of the 38 is 380,000. Would you not have interest? Ask. Have you had access to this report at council?
No.
No. You have?
Yes.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Usually, there is engagement, consultation with the senior management.
Yes.
Yes. I think so that it can be take up to the.
Please proceed.
Yes.
And what is the composition of the management?
Sure.
Yeah, who sits in management meeting?
Is the senior management.
The deputy.
Correct.
And then the senior staff, there is a CEO and the
Yes.
other in the management team to forward this to council.
This was not before us.
No. What do you mean it is not before you?
I was present in a meeting.
Yes, but it was addressed. When they write,
Yes, I concur.
the relevant offices that would make up the management. And like the office of the mayor is number 1. The office of the CEO is number 2. You will be present as the deputy. And the other line directors. So whose responsibility is it to bring it out?
Audit director, because he's also present in the.
No. Who should be the responsible? Who are the people who are responsible in making sure they will say, we have received this audit report and let's talk about it.
Yes.
Let me give you back the audit report. Probably you'll understand my question better. What is the date of that report?
24th June. Yes.
And who wrote that report?
Internal.
Address it to? Who did they address it to?
Office of the Lord Mayor.
Yes. Now in the addressee list, those report.
Yes.
Who will sit in this management? Does the Lord Mayor sit in senior management?
Senior management.
Yes. How about the CEO?
Yes.
Now who?
I cannot say for sure that Mayor had received it, officer or the CEO.
No. So why not the Mayor?
Of
Do you
course,
know whether the CEO received it?
that's the reason why I'm trying to explain.
Do you know whether the CEO received it?
No.
But you said the CEO should.
I mean,
let's
from
go by what we have.
bottom top.
Let's go. Let me help you out. Let's
Yes.
go in the document. What we have in the document is being received by is addressed. When they come here,
Yes.
they will make their own case. Case for them. They have to come and say, I haven't received it. I expect that. I expect that one or two will come and say, I haven't received it. And we will ask you the next. What we will ask you as well depends on your answer. But what we can go by here, do you agree with me that going see on the document? Correct?
Yes. And also I can only attest to
whether the CEO actually received it in the mayor actually received it in reality, because that even me I don't know. But when they sit here I will know. But I will only go by what
yes. It's as stated. The chairman of finance and audit.
so who
committee.
should bring the issue up in senior management meeting?
Yeah, it's the mayor, but like I said, I'm receive it.
If he had received it,
He should be exactly.
good.
Very
So
well.
if he had received it,
Yes.
he should bring it up. Committee as well.
Yes.
If they receive it, they should bring it up.
Yes.
So those in responsible position, fair to say that everyone is paid the coffers
Very well.
and everyone should be accountable.
Sure.
Is that not the case?
Correct.
Should there be an exception? Is it not the case, Mr. Ba, if council had treated this issue or the reports and address these issues, it will only.
Yes, very. And yeah, also lead council,
Yes,
finance and audit committee.
yes,
Where this the audit director sits.
yes.
Things should presentation to general council, but I had never witnessed a time where any the committee where he sits, I think then action taken.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yes.
That is why I am not in my capacity as in our capacity. What we are trying to say is that there are the procedures outlined. People don't occupy positions for no reason. Everyone should perform their job. Because
Yes,
if it
sure.
fails, if there's a problem and it's not addressed, council cannot, anyone in council cannot say, no, we are not aware of it. There are guidelines to follow.
Yes.
For instance, you have raised an important.
No, yes, I mean that's that is to be presented by the audit.
I agree.
To be discussed.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree. That's what we are saying. We are saying that these committees should be presented to council. Is that what you are saying?
Yes. In fact, it's the account committee.
Yes, senior management meeting,
Sure.
where all these committees as well, the problems they face, the daily issues in the senior management, and the most important people
Correct.
at the level of the senior management.
Yes.
Why do I say that? Council is represented by two, mayor and deputy.
Yes.
Correct? But let me
Yes.
say mayor, office of the mayor. That includes everyone that was in that office. Fail. Should that be a reason as to why the senior management will fail? To report, there should not be a reason.
You know, for a mayor to, in fact, come up with an agenda procedure, it has to come from, let's say, a committee, flag it to mayor, then that's how
Bylaws or the say, well, I am in receipt of X, Y. Is there anything stopping?
no. No. You need to say, I cannot ascertain whether mayor had definitely received.
And I will repeat again, Mr. So everyone with his or her own grave. So when the mayor sits where you are, no serious actions taken.
Yes, maybe you see it in that way, but
No, but that is the issue.
it's best in order to ensure that there are proper check and balances. In fact, our income or revenue starts to grow. But
Have you ever
there are
sanctioned?
significant
Please
steps
proceed.
taken? Yes,
Go ahead.
yes. But we've been pushing all the councillors, everybody in general.
Have you? There is a need to conduct audit exercise, internal audit exercise, to know the finances of council and
Been something that mayor will always advocate, and in fact the councillors to you know
Advocating
know the
for-
look at these checks and balances.
the advocating for something is only meaningful when there are steps taken towards the attainment of such.
Steps were taken. Yes.
Now I am asking whether ordering the internal auditor to provide or conduct an audit of either a project or an area, for instance.
Needs not to be told because that's his responsibility.
No.
It should be a continuous.
And you're not interested in making sure that the right thing is done. You don't say that again. That would not speak highly of you.
No, perhaps maybe the way you perceive for them to explain, but I mean, we are always to ensure that there is.
But have you ever passed a resolution
I can
to tell the internal auditor? Can you write that down, and you can come up with evidence if there is any, and we will welcome that. But that should. Is that not the case?
Yes.
It should happen frequently.
Sure.
But it was not happening. Have known if this was the norm that council was operating. You would have known.
Yes, like I said.
But why would you? Go ahead.
Yes.
But why would you even? You have not pushed for quarterly report. You sacrificed. The intention was not, it doesn't appear to be genuine.
His removal is not as a result of his incompetency. This emanates from a report, give quarterly reports.
But that's incompetence.
Yes.
That's it. Where the letter that was written by council, by mayor on behalf of council to say he sat here and it was saying what was your motive? Because if your motive is to genuinely receive reports, you have had tons of it.
Definitely, our motive was to be generating.
Then why did you not address these issues as council? That's my problem. My problem is auditor director. Like I always said, you are not qualified, leave our office space. Because we are paying. It occupies public space. And the market vendors, these people you collect tax from, they don't deserve anything less.
Sure.
And no matter who or where, which institution we are discussing.
Sure.
You and I, what the law says.
Correct.
Let me read to you section 69, page 70. Please. The financial manual. Page 71 first. 70 of the functions of the internal auditor. Just first on there before we go to the.
Yes.
Just hold on a minute, please. First, let's start with page.
All right.
Of the financial manual, section 208. Ensure that the procedures stipulated in the manual with respect to all transactions involving revenue collection are properly authorized, promptly carried out and punctually recorded, and to make a continuous and responsible and answerable to council, and should provide financial duties. The internal auditor in the discharge of these duties must be independent. He shall submit copies to the CEO. In order to perform his duties effectively and impartially, he must also have freedom to investigate, submit them to council. And the duties are as follows. His main functions are: 1, ensuring functioning satisfactorily. The financial accounting and stores regulations and procedures issued from time to time by the council are current based on extravagant expenditure which comes to his notice. Do you see this?
Yes.
So he out in the laws would be primarily answerable to council.
So.
If he doesn't come up with reports, it's okay. If he comes up with reports as well, we can decide to act on it or not. Or can you?
Yeah, we should have pushed harder to ensure that what's supposed to be done is.
You have been pushing.
Yes.
No.
We've been indeed.
Where is the evidence that you had been pushing? With those reports.
But like I said, yeah, proper appropriate action
Would
will
be taken.
Yes.
For
Sure.
And so are you surprised?
I'm indeed very shocked.
Why are you surprised?
Yes. Some issues of checks and balance issues that should have been addressed and proper actions been taken, and then is safeguard.
We have the 2022 report from the Internal Audit Department team addressed to the Lord Mayor's office. On page, that's the number of the page, it says the overall total sales or collections by the 19,837,945. Ward secretaries is $13,156,170. The variance, the money that you don't have access to this information before.
No.
Do you think this is a serious matter?
Of course.
We have what I have just read. What is your reaction? Do you know whether actions were?
I cannot remember, late council.
Council, tomorrow. Mr. Ba, we will see you tomorrow.